Cool.
Yep.
Brilliant. Awesome. Adam, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. In common with all the others, well, some of the other speakers, I've got something wrong with me as well, which is a bit of a cold and a sore throat. So, adding to your ankle and Daniel's best arm, should we say. Thanks for coming along. So, this is just a bit of a glimpse of business resilience for CrossFit affiliates. It's taking one theme of business resilience, which is diversification of your services, and looking at that because business resilience, big topic. As affiliates, we already diversify on the daily anyway because we're not reliant on one customer, we're reliant on multiple customers. This diversification we're going to talk about is services, so we can build extra resilience in our business by having multiple service lines. That does come with its problems, I recognise, some of which hopefully we tackle with just sharing with you what we've done, what we've developed and what we've learned. Starting with our why, this came about, there's a little story about how Raw came about, but our why is to help CrossFit affiliates earn extra revenue using on or underutilised times in their timetable with minimal additional costs. That's a win-win-win. It's basically using what we've already got better. I said our presenters are today Amy and I want to do most of the talking. Amy led the practical demos yesterday, if you're able to see those. Myself, currently I work for a law firm and I've been a lawyer for 20 years, advising businesses for 20 plus years. CFL2 for 8 years, two-time box owner, and I'm a dad as well. Amy's background is very much gymnastics, so 20 years in the gymnastics industry. She's recognised qualifications in British gymnastics, artistic, general, preschool gymnasts, mum to 2 boys, and author of our programme. The wider team is made up of people from within CrossFit affiliates. So some of them are sat there. The lad at the end is not Jane, by the way. So Jane's listed up here. Yeah, that's Amy's other half. So we've got Amy, who's a gymnastics pro. Mark here, he's a 12-year CrossFit affiliate owner of CrossFit Rotherham, now Forge Fitness. Jane sadly couldn't make it today. She spent most of the weekend dressed as Homer Simpson, but we won't go into why that was the case. But she is a manager of CrossFit Rotherham and NLP qualified business strategy coach, and she's instrumental in delivery of what we do. And I told you about me. The big bang for us came, it all happened at CrossFit Rotherham. The gym was coming off the back of COVID, all the things that all of us experienced coming off the back of COVID, loss of members, loss of revenue, a lot of uncertainty in the industry. Amy got talking with Mark and started running kids gymnastics classes within the CrossFit Rotherham box space, off the back of which she then decided to build a program. It was an instant hit, and it still is, and it quickly became a key part of CrossFit Rotherham's revenue. How long ago was that, Mark, when that started? 2021. And now the kids gymnastics offering is, Mark said yesterday, 50% of CrossFit Rotherham's revenue. If you've seen Forge Fitness Series on Instagram, Mark's just moved to a ridiculous size box, which I think is about 8,000 square feet, 10,000 square feet, 14, yeah. So it's enabled him to take his business from shit, what we're going to do, yeah, into a mega box that many of us could only dream of. We then felt we could bring that, what we've done, to other gyms who are going through similar things, which is like uncertainty of revenue, getting by rather than thriving. So we turned our idea into a low-cost turnkey franchise. So it is, Raw is about an early years recreational program in gymnastics for children from a crawling age up to 7. It's a franchise, so a complete business system. People know the difference, or do you know what a franchise is? Yeah, so it's like a business system where somebody's done the thinking, the creation, made the mistakes for you already, and you take from them don't like quoting McDonald's, but if you think about McDonald's, you take a McDonald's franchise, yeah, you get the brand, you lay your restaurant out a certain way, you buy your chips from this company, yeah, your staff are all trained the same way, the kitchen's laid out the same. So it takes away a lot of the thinking behind the business system, and it's a scalable program created for a typical CrossFit affiliate setting. So it's made to go into a box, and by scalable I don't mean reducible in the level 1 sense. I mean it is scalable with the size of the box, and it's scalable with your audience. So as your offering grows, there's ways of increasing your headcount per class per session. Our target audience, as I said, is crawlers through to foundations. So we would look to help you get clients you might not otherwise get through the door at the crawling age, preschool years, the explorer and wrigglers, with the accompanying parents into your gym. Parents still come along at rollers and foundation, but it's more hands-on with the parents, with the younger kids, hands-off there, and there's benefits to that as well. I'll show you a little video of what it looks like in a box setting so you can get an idea how you could use your space to diversify services within your box. I really like that video, and the reason behind it is I think when I was thinking about my affiliate and doing different things in my affiliate, and kids' parties and whatnot to use that dead time, it's hard to imagine it in your space, and I think that just shows what kind of environment you can create in your box. You can see all the barbells and the bumpers and the ergs in the background, not taken away from the thing that you're focusing on. So hopefully it will make you think a bit more creatively about what you can do with your space. Diversifying your services, is it for you? I think everybody in the room here is willing to think outside the box. Everyone on the affiliate weekends is. You wouldn't be here if you weren't willing to think, look at yourself and learn. I think by definition, us owners are all entrepreneurial in one way or another. You know, we're in business for ourselves. Entrepreneurial, I think, is like wider than just being a business person, but it's about self-improvement and helping people improve on their journey through life. You might be a box owner, many are, who are getting by and not thriving. Either you or your box is not thriving off your business. You might be frustrated knowing that there's revenue potential in your box that you want to use, but you're not quite sure how to do it. Here's some of the CrossFit affiliates that have decided to partner with us. We started off launch with 5 initially as a pilot a couple of years ago, and we worked them to refine the model, the offering, and what we're doing, use of space, etc. Some of you guys are here, so thanks for joining us and thanks for supporting us. I want to hone in on one of the affiliates, Market Town CrossFit, with their kind permission. They are trade under Raw Kids Gymnastics Ashford. And from launch in April, they decided to offer 12 hours of Raw Kids Gymnastics classes a week. Currently, they have 134 children who are attending their weekly classes on a subscription, giving them just over 5k in turnover monthly against just over 2k of costs. So just under 3k of monthly gross profit. And I look at that number and I think 12 hours, and I think that would make a material difference to many affiliates. And you're talking numbers that go a large way or completely to covering your monthly rent, yeah, on using space you've already got for minimal additional cost, which is your coaches predominantly, and working with us. And they also created a pathway for their CrossFit Kids program, and as of, I think it was yesterday, they've got 90 kids on a waiting list, which is a nice problem to have, I think, yeah. Things I think about this are, I'm a dad of 3 kids under 10, yeah, and we're always looking for things for the boys to do, you know, and gymnastics is one. Going into benefits, the new revenue stream, I think, is the main one I draw out here, including a new target audience. So you're reaching people, you diversify with something like kids gymnastics. You're connecting people who are looking for kids gymnastics to your brand, your location, your gym, a different audience who aren't necessarily Googling CrossFit near me or CrossFit in my town, okay? Having something else in your affiliate like this brings people to your affiliate, they see your affiliate, they come in, they bring their kids in. Oh, what's that you do over there with that erg and that rig and these bars? Get interested, you grow awareness of what you do outside of your kids gymnastics service. So there's a route to potential additional members there. Also gives you the opportunity to increase the engagement with your community so that you can offer something to mum and dad as well as the kids, yeah, right down to an early age. And if you couple that with something at the other end of the scale, like CrossFit Legends, yeah, you can literally do a cradle to grave service in your affiliate, yeah. The differentiator is a good point here. So with a franchise, it's a set business model. You get a territory with a franchise, and as the market becomes more saturated, there's more confusion, I think, in the market nowadays over what functional fitness is, and your Hyrox facilities popping up and this, that and the other, claiming to do what we do but not by doing it the way it should be done. It gives you a chance to differentiate yourself and really get your services out there and show your CrossFit services as against what Hyrox is, okay? Why do a business system? Well, there's the obvious ones, which are attract new members, bring people through the door. There's other diversification opportunities, so it's no accident that opposite Rotherham's Raw area is a coffee shop, you know, where parents in that hands-off stage sit and have coffee while Johnny and Melissa do why Melissa, I don't know, or Johnny, do their gymnastics class. So it's creating additional revenue, additional opportunities there. With a business system, I think, as Daniel said towards the end of his talk yesterday, he's like, where did I learn all this shit? Why am I bringing it to you? And he said he was very lucky through his life that he did his learning of his systems and the stuff he's presenting to us at somebody else's cost. So it was his career prior to being in the CrossFit world that enabled him to do the learning, make the mistakes, present himself as an authority in business and gain the knowledge and experience he could. Buying a business system as opposed to an affiliation with you can do with it what you want, takes away all of the risk of, is this idea going to work? If I start doing kids gymnastics myself, I've got to write a program, I've got to launch it, I've got to think about the social media, I've got to think about how to engage the parents, what should the sessions look like, yeah? And we've all been there, I think. We've all been through the CrossFit endurance class, yeah, the CrossFit Light class idea, okay? Even CrossFit Kids, it's the amount of thought and engagement you need to put in as a head coach or an owner of the business, yeah, in order to make that launch and work well and then promote it well and get head count. With a business system, all of that thinking is done for you. We've taken the risk, we've made the mistakes, we've developed the system, we've developed the class plans, we've developed the social media, we know what works, and we partner with you and we give you the benefit of that experience so that it's a much lower risk opportunity than trying something yourself, okay? That also brings with it the potential to hand it off, okay? So most affiliates run with a single owner as the management team, the CEO, or a small group of people, okay? And your day-to-day can quickly become saturated with decisions around your affiliate, around the box, around the coaching. You don't need another thread, really. You don't need another burden, okay? With a business system like this, where everything is systemized all the way down to detailed class plans, if you think of CAP, CrossFit Affiliate Program, that kind of level of detail for all of the kids' sessions, it's something you can easily hand off to a coach, okay? So you can safely say, right, you run with that, you develop that, here's the class plans, here's the social media you need to do, run with it, okay? With something like this as well, it gives you opportunities to think about how you incentivize your coaches. I think there's an additional opportunity there about how you structure your business. And a lot of our franchisees will run Raw through a separate limited company, okay? And they will run it in the floor space of the CrossFit affiliate, pay fees to the CrossFit affiliate to pay the rent and outgoings, etc. Yeah. One of the great advantages of doing that is if you've got a coach for Raw, you can give them some skin in the game. You can give them some ownership of a separate limited company running this, okay? So that you can incentivize them. They can help you grow. They can be involved in the decision making. So if you think about progression of your coaches and your team, there's a great opportunity there outside of CrossFit to bring somebody else on and have somebody doing some of the thinking for you and the implementation with a direct interest in doing that. There's the obvious one at the bottom, which is filling dead space in your timetable, which I think many of us have tried to crack many times. Yeah. And I would say at my affiliate, unsuccessfully, I've got two of my guys here, I wasn't successful with the CrossFit mornings and whatnot that we tried to do there. I think the things that you need if you're looking to diversify services with the kind of typical structure of an affiliate and ownership of an affiliate is something that's a low initial cost. There are other franchises out there, and when we were going through our why and our kind of big bang, how this came about moment, we looked at what other people were doing and we considered it as fitness for purpose for a CrossFit affiliate. So things we looked at rhyme with rumble rots and you know, I don't want to slag other businesses off, but they are essentially kind of guided play businesses with an equipment package with a startup franchise fee of like 75k, you know, which is prohibitive, I think, for most affiliates, and that's going to your bank and borrowing money, taking a real big business risk, and it's something we deliberately decided we didn't want as part of our structure. So we came up with a low initial cost model and a scale, a kind of pay as you grow mentality. So as you grow, we grow. We wanted something, and I think affiliate owners need something that's complementary to CrossFit. So I don't think it would quite work having diversifying into necessarily cheerleading or basket weaving or something in your box. You want something that's complementary so that your revenue flows, your members flow into CrossFit, the parents get interested in this, all those things you'd lose if there wasn't any kind of complement to what you do with the core as an affiliate. You need something scalable, so you need something that will fit in CrossFit affiliate, small or large. Okay, you might, like Mark has, and a couple of others, franchisees, move to bigger premises, double your class headcount, add an additional coach. Yeah, move to a smaller area of your gym, reduce things down. Within a business model like a franchise, look for things like how your staff are going to be trained. We decided to partner with Transcend Awards to give your coaches a Raw Kids Gymnastics coach certification with a proper national awarding body as part of our offering. Look for marketing assistant. I think that's the biggest one, is getting your new customers through the door and how to do that. Really interesting case study, without mentioning names, amongst our franchisees. I think as affiliate owners, we're used to what Glassman handed down to us, which is use the name, use the methodology, do it how the fuck you like. Yeah, there's no hard and fast rules. Okay. As I explained, we wanted to take away the trial and error for people, so we came up with a business system. Here, do this, and a couple of our franchisees have gone, thanks, we'll take the franchise, but we want to do it the Glassman way. And then 6, 8 weeks, 10 weeks later, they're like, yeah, it's not working. We're not getting people through the door. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. So we've kind of rewound with them. Part of the business coaching we offer within the fees is rewound with them. Let's go back to square one. Right, let's start with day one of our social media plan and our marketing plan. And we were able to get them back on track just by following the tried and tested system that we developed. So session plans, as I mentioned, that's really important. So you've got consistency of delivery from your coaches. We've got content that your coaches get engaged with in the same way they would with CAP. It's a learning opportunity for your coaches as well. So it's not just an implement, it's not a supervisory kind of offering. It's really engaged, as you saw from the videos, a lot of hands-on, a lot of technique coaching in there. So great for coaching engagement. Safety guidelines, obviously you're working with children, something that we go hard on safeguarding, when we help you implement something appropriate, which is great for you. It's additional learning for when you move into other things like CrossFit Kids. If you've not got CrossFit Kids running at that time, you're learning something about a business system going forward that you can apply elsewhere in your affiliate. And then ongoing support. So we support all of our franchisees. We have initial weekly one-on-one meetings, which move to monthly as you move through the life cycle of months and years. Again, transferable skills for you. Yeah, learning about marketing, learning about launching things. The business coaching we provide is going to benefit you in your wider business. So it takes away, like I say, a lot of the trial and error of things for you. Typical results we've seen from diversifying typically into kids gymnastics has been an increase in box memberships by 10 to 20% across the board by offering the kids gymnastics. Okay, and that can be either into the adult classes or CrossFit Kids or a combination. Much greater retention, so you get more of the family members embedded with your gym. The more they keep coming back, the more that revenue per member will go up. And the low overhead kind of pay-as-you-grow model has worked really well. People haven't had to outlay, get additional premises, etc. It really is a lot of them, the income goes straight to the bottom line. Okay. So that's it. That's in a nutshell diversification. Heavily focused on what we've done and what we've learned. But things on what I think you take away from this today is to think about diversification, really platforming off what you've already got and making best use of what you've already got. Okay. Things to look out for. Yeah. What can you learn from what you're buying in? How ready to go is it? How in a box is it? What do you need to implement it? What resources do you need? And I'd say with a business system like this, it becomes an easy bolt-on for you to your existing business without distracting you too much from your existing business. Cool. That's about it. Has anybody got any questions or thoughts? Yes?
You should throw some of the numbers.
Yes.
$5 grand, $2 grand cost, $3 grand of
Yep.
profits, things like that. Yeah, it was roughly that. Is that $2 grand the costs, including the rent back to the business? Is that settled with this subsidiary company that's separate, paying rent back into CrossFit, marketing CrossFit?
Do you want to take that one? Yeah. Market Time CrossFit.
So we have a separate business, which is Rocket Gymnastics Ashford.
Yeah, of the mic.
I'll stop now. So we set up a separate business, which is Rocket Gymnastics Ashford. And then our turnover is the 5,119. The monthly cost is the franchise fee plus all of the coaches. And then the rest is profit for each month at the moment.
There's no rent within that. You're not renting your space.
No, we pay our rent out of Market Town. We don't need to pay the rent from that over, so we don't. So those numbers are, so it's been 6 months. We struggle we're looking at what we can do more to get more kids in, because we've got 90 on waiting lists. I've got
Membership of about 37 quid.
£35. Yeah, £35. Realistically, I'm looking at moving the gym to put Rocket Gymnastics space within the building so that I can then have it running more, because the times that we do have really, really gone well. I'd like to put more time on. I could easily almost double the amount of times, some of the sessions have got 30 odd kids on, not just the waiting list. And our regulars have got 18 on our class, and then the rest have got 12, something like that.
I should have got you up here to do the whole of this, but you can do it a lot better than me. But thank you. Yes. I'm sorry.
What's your booking system like? Does it go through you centrally or
Amy, one for you.
We use CrossFit Kids for our booking system, so we get you set up on that as well. And it's just they go on, they pick the class that they want, they choose a day at a time, and it just runs through there.
So if you effectively don't have to manage that at all,
No, we help you with that.
Chap over there. When are your sessions?
So we started off with, I think, 2 morning classes about 11 o'clock. We got a 9:30 CrossFit session. Gives us time to get the equipment out before the 11 o'clock, and it doesn't take long to put away, so we've only got a 15-minute gap before we got to put it away and get ready for the 12 o'clock CrossFit. Then we do a 4 o'clock. We started with a few of them. We've got 3 Saturday afternoon classes starting at lunchtime. So we've got CrossFit, 3 CrossFit classes in the morning, and then we roll straight into our kids gymnastics. But we started with less, and we've put more and more on, and I'll be honest, I've kind of just run out of space to put more classes on because kids are at school, but I've run out of space, and I've got every session's full, and every class has got a waiting list. So for us, it's been a complete game changer, to be honest. It's allowed us to use that profit to push into the CrossFit business and things like that, like buying more equipment or just make things a lot easier as you can manage those numbers. Having that there makes things more comfortable. And as I mentioned a second ago, I wasn't looking at another space. Like our box is around 5,000 square foot. I'm now looking at someone to get somewhere bigger, as they said, because I can fill it. I can create another room for Raw and then put even more classes on. In all honesty, it's been way up. We have CrossFit kids and teens, and we've run it a while, and we've run it in every possible way I can think of. And I've always found it hard to get kids into CrossFit. But you mentioned gymnastics, and the parents will come because they know what gymnastics is, and a lot of parents already do it. The other thing as well is that in our area we had a lot of parents come to us and say in the area there was only very competitive gymnastics, or here you go, there's some equipment to go and play on, whereas this has structure. And they really like that. The parents that came to us, they were like, it's really nice that you've got some fun, but also you're teaching them gymnastics at the same time. And some of the kids have already gone on to our kids' gymnastics classes because it's got to kind of the age of 7, and they're like, oh, what's the CrossFit classes? And as they mentioned about having the parents, they've joined CrossFit or they've brought their own kids in. But I've had a lot of the parents who have got kids join, but I've got way more that have come from outside as well. So, I mean, I can't fault it, to be honest.
I might have missed it, so it goes straight down, but the equipment packages, is that included in the franchise fee? Is that you now need to go buy this, and this?
Yes, so the equipment you would buy through UK Gymnastics, it's just over 4,000. That's part of the initial fee when you sign up. There is an option to buy it outright or finance the kit.
Yes, sure.
I mean, for me, I recognise finance the kit. We didn't do that with all outright, and that was a mistake. So you do finance it, you've got depreciation of it, you like that, British Corporation Tax. And if you're in profit, so you have to be in profit, you can then just write that interest you pay the finance of British Corporation Tax as well. So essentially, over 4 years, you can get that kit interest free. I can't sell it, I have to, but I think it's about £8 a month.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Any other questions? Yes. Amy, for you, training.
Yeah, the initial training is 3 days, so you will come to Sheffield to our gym. It's a blended online and practical, so we do as much as we can with the business side online, and then when you come in, it's about getting you in sessions, teaching you the skills, how to support the kids, practicing, and then at the end of the 3 days, you can do a practical assessment where we just watch you do a class. If you want new coaches training after, that will just be 1 day, and again, you've got free training at Sheffield. And if you want to go to a regional trainer elsewhere, so we do have someone in Glasgow at the minute, but someone in Portsmouth, then it would be a £200 fee, that's just to pay the regional trainer to do that training. And it'll be split between participants as well, so if you've got more, it's still £200, which is split between however many are on the course.
And yeah, at the end of that weekend, we supply the kids that you get to practice and do your assessment on as well. So, any other questions as well? Hand there. Class to coach ratio.
It depends which class it is. So if it's a parent and child class, we say only for one coach, 12 to 20, and that would depend on the space of the gym. So obviously we've got a bigger gym, get 20 in there. 3 to 4 years, the preschool ones, that's 8 to 1 coach. The foundation is 10 to 1.
Yes. So the cost per customer, it varies. It's dictated by your area and kind of competition in your area, but everything is structured around a percentage of what you charge. So yeah. There's one. Is there another question? Does see a second hand go up? Can you just help me out for 2 minutes and give me another question so that we can overrun like everybody else has? Yes, thank you.
Why would I not sign up now?
I don't think any of us could answer that, but if you'd like to see me afterwards outside, we can help you out. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for the opportunity. Pardon? Okay. Yeah. If you want more details, come and see us in the room out there. We're just on the left if you haven't seen us already.